Here we go again with the flipper doodles. Hey guys, welcome back to another live adventure. Today I'm out here in Spirit Lake, Idaho. Just decided I'd come out here and check out the place. It is an actual pretty cool place here, and it's got some old buildings here, and we are pretty much downtown and right in front of some old buildings also. So this should be pretty neat to take a look at here. It's a pretty cute little town. It's got about almost 2,000 people, I believe the sign said, coming in here. So it is a little small town. We've got some stuff to check out. We can go drive around and check out some of the sights around town as well. But first, I figured we'd start out. I need to get myself out of the sun here because I keep trying to stare at you guys in the screen and I can't see nothing. But we're downtown right now, so let me flip you around and show you exactly what we're looking at here. Also, testing out a new gimbal stabilizer doohickey here. I just bought from Best Buy today. So the controls are similar to the one I normally use, my DJI one. And it should work a little bit smoother than that one is because it's been used and abused. So I figured, why not spend a little money and buy a new one and test it out. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're kind of doing twofold things here, testing out this new stabilizer and checking out stuff here. So why don't we just go ahead and I'll flip you guys around and you can see downtown Spirit Lake here. All right, so here we are downtown, and this is Highway 41 over there. And we turn around, and this is like the old historical section here. We're right up on the edge of it, but there's a few things here to look at before we go that direction here. We got this white building here, brick building there. That one was built in 1908. I'm not sure if the rest of these were built in that time frame, but they kind of look like a little bit later. We can walk up to the beginning of the street here so you can get a feel for where we are. There's a vacant lot here for sale. Pretty big piece for sale there. They got a little coffee place there, kind of neat. You can see the lake is behind us, like up the road a ways. We can go check that out after we're done down here. Pretty cool little antique place here. See, they got like a globe of horseshoes there. Rad finds. That's rad. So this is 41 here. If you go this direction, you'll go to Newport, and this direction will take you towards Post Falls, Coeur d'Alene, and Spokane. And gas is cheaper over here because it's Idaho. It's $4.43 here in town. So yeah, pretty neat little spot here, Spirit Lake is. I've been here a few times, but this is just the first time I've actually taken you guys along. Let me know if everything looks okay on your guys' end. I can't see what you guys see, because all I see is my camera. My camera is displaying a clear picture, so I can't see whether or not we've got hiccups or whatever here. So let me know how it looks. This is a little bit. This gimbal is a little bit more smoother than the old guy. It is a little bit lighter too to hold. Real cool old brick building here. No clue when it was built, but I imagine. Oh wait, maybe we've got a little thing on the window here. Oh, there's a photo of Spirit Lake in 1911. That's cool. So I imagine that this is around that time frame. Really neat. Spirit Lake has a park right down this road over here. Here is Old West Hardware. Pretty neat little building. There's our next walking tour place here. So Spirit Lake was incorporated in 1908. So basically, the town was here before 1908, but they established it as a town in Idaho in 1908. Beautiful. And the building's for lease. Check that out, guys. Cool old little Model T. Cool old Ford there. I'm not sure if this is a Model T or a Model A. Let me know if anybody knows. So here's a train store. CS Trains and Antiques. The building was built in 1907. That's cool. I like the blue and white here, and the little stone, the little etched stone in the center there, the blue spot. That's pretty neat. And here's another picture I'm wondering if if these are just shots down the road from the building location, or because I don't really know where this building is on this picture, but pretty neat. I think we'll walk across the street here so you guys can get a good wide angle of this whole block here. We only have really one building on that side. Looks like there's a little park here too. Pretty neat. So here's the other side, you guys can see. Beautiful brick buildings. There's something here we can read. So this is Spirit Lake legend. A good chieftain of the Kootenai tribe had a lovely daughter called Fearless Running Water, who loved a Kootenai brave called Shining Eagle. Hostile tribes lived east of here, governed by an ancient chief called Yellow Serpent. He threatened war on the Kootenays if he was not allowed to wed Fearless Running Water. To avert war, Running Water's father consented to the marriage. The Indian maid and her brave were dismayed and vowed their eternal love, binding themselves together with the marriage chain of rushes. They leaped into the lake from the cliffs. As lovers, they were never found. Folklore tells us that on a moonlit night, when the wind is still, you may see their shadowy silhouettes as they drift across the lake in a phantom canoe. As the lake ice floes melt and grind together in springtime, weird, mournful, and haunting sounds are heard. Are these the cries of the Indian lovers as they seek release from the lake of the spirits? Interesting. So I'm guessing that's why they call this town Spirit Lake, because of that story. So we got Joe's Whole Saloon over there across the street. We got like a jeweler's in the old IOF building. There looks like there's a vacant building there that probably was another bar because there seems to be a lot of bars in places like these. Sometimes more bars than any other establishment. There's the White Horse Saloon, Hotel, and Restaurant there. We've got this building on this side that I'm on. They've got like a tap house in here. And they've got another little picture on here. Interesting. The saloon looks cool. I wonder, I imagine that the hotel is probably like apartments now. Be cool if you could take a little tour of that, if they've got any old rooms up there. Be kind of neat to see. If anybody knows, let me know. If anybody from Spirit Lake ends up watching this. Pretty cool. I got another bar over there. Linger Longer. This is pretty cool here. The flowers and more. Really nicely landscaped area here. Looks like there used to be a little restaurant here. Hot dogs, fries, shakes, chicken, and salads. Georgie's. And the building is for rent, so guess it must not be here anymore. We can see the last two buildings on the opposite side of the street there. Pretty cool old buildings there. This is kind of the end of downtown here. That they have a little parking area where you can park and walk around down here. But there's also parallel all along the boulevard. We can kind of peruse down behind the main street here and see if there's anything more interesting behind here, because you never know. I've never actually wandered anywhere but this main street and went down there. That's where you go to go to the lake. Beautiful place. There's a little pottery shop. That's kind of neat. We'll walk a little ways down here and see if there's anything cool down this way. Oh, a little church here. There's the back side. Looks like everybody's hanging out back here in the back side of the bar over there. Doesn't look like there's much of anything down behind here. There's the boulevard behind there. So really not much of anything there. So we'll walk back over here. We'll hop in the truck and I'll take you guys for a little toolie around town here. We'll go down to the lake. We'll check that out. Spirit Lake's pretty cool. and then we'll drive the boulevard and look for some more stuff, because I haven't really explored around town. So I've always just kind of driven through here because I'm always going somewhere. Wait, that was a little step. Pretty neat. They got like little flower decoration things on the top of the black pieces up there. That's interesting.
But for one, I mean, we were nervous, but it was really fun. And low key, I was watching the professionals do it, and I could get down. I could get down.
Looks like they've got pizza and all sorts of stuff here. Of course, pizza. Oh wow. We're getting a little bit closer to the hotel here. Interesting place there. Looks like they've still got this set up like a bar. There is pictures in here. Of course, you can't go in there unless you know somebody, I'm sure. Unfortunately, I don't. IOF building there. Well, that's how you know you're in a small town. Horse droppings on the sidewalk. Yeah, man, this car is pretty cool.
Is he in Joe's?
I don't know. I'm not from here. Yeah, just kind of not near as big as what we explored last weekend there in Ellensburg. If you guys missed that live stream, go back and watch it. It's pretty neat. Spent an hour walking through downtown, and every building was just like this. And still didn't see everything. After I hopped off last week, I was like, I went and wandered down the road, just drove down the road, and I'm like, I missed the whole friggin' street. There was more old brick buildings, and then I go further, and I'm like, hey, well, look at this. There's the train station. Like, hey, that's cool. Okay. Make sure not to get run over. What? Hit to unlock and it doesn't unlock. Okay. Wait. All right. Let's see if I can set you guys down here. I got this fancy little like metal stand that pops out of the bottom of the handle. It allows me to use it as a tripod. So I'm gonna set you guys like right there while I get squared away here. Ignore the mess. If you guys ever come to Idaho, man, stop in Post Falls and get yourself some Freddy's. If you never had Freddy's, you're missing out, because it's the best burgers. I tell you what. You used to have to all the way to Montana for it, all the way to Montana to get Freddy's, but they now have one here in Post Falls off of the Cabela's exit. So, yeah.
Are not currently active. Press the blue OnStar button to learn more.
All right. So we'll commence to wandering around. Show you guys around town, and we'll see if we can find anything else that's neat. Okay, we're just gonna go across the street here. I'm just waiting for traffic right now. We just passed Spirit Lakes post office there. They've got some cool little hotel houses there. Got some apartments. There's the town's water tower. That's pretty old farmhouse style house there. No, I didn't walk around the lake yet, Kelly. We just walked around downtown Spirit Lake. Spirit Lake is in Idaho. That's where I'm at today. So we're just kind of wandering around Spirit Lake here, trying to see if there's anything cool over here. Lots of nice trees over here. Pretty suburban-y here. Oh look, there's a baseball field. Welcome to Volunteer Park. So there's a Little League Park, or maybe that's both Little League parks. Yeah, so they're both Little League parks there. Cool. I can hit a home run off that. Real country vibe here with all the trees, all the pine trees, and yeah, it is very pretty. Spirit Lake gets a bit of snow actually, but it's still kind of lower. You don't have to climb a mountain to get to this place, so looks like we've got a dead end here, so we can't go anywhere but down this way, I guess. Yeah. So, like on yes, I remember, Karen, you commented on the last video when you said you wanted to see a little bit of suburban. So this is kind of how this town feels. Little small town. Again, the population here is about 2,000. And typical small town fashion here. Here's the Dollar General, or that's actually Family Dollar. Okay. Dollar General's relative, Family Dollar. I think we'll go straight here. We'll just kind of wander around. Who knows? We might find something cool. It's kind of hopping right now, traffic-wise. All right. This is the north side of town here. I think that looks like it's a dead end down there. Limit 15. I think I'm going to end up right on the right side of this street here. We can look at the park here. They got a pretty big park here in Spirit Lake. Well, I'm going to end up at some park over here. This is different. Oh, there's another building. I think it just found a school. Well, this is interesting. We can drive through on this road. This just totally reminded me of something that I've seen in Colfax recently, where I did this. drove through the middle of this. There was like a field on one side, like a baseball field, and the school's on the other side. Check that out. There's the old school. That's cool. Just hold on a second. We'll get out and I kind of want to take a peek. I totally missed this. So this is the elementary here. Woolen Brown Center. Well, I don't think it's anything now. It says Civic Center on the sign, so I wonder if this was a Civic Center. It looks kind of like an old school. I don't know. Somebody from Spear Lake, if you watch this, comment on this, please. Thank you. Be kind of neat to go up in there and see what's left behind. Oh, this might not actually be safe. I see a sign that says asbestos testing. Yeah, Holly, it really looks like a school. All it just says is Woolen Brown Center and Civic Center over there. But there might be some old asbestos on this building. They put a danger sign up. If there's access to the basement here, I mean, I think this would still be pretty cool to go inside and see if there was stuff here. Reminds me, I've got a video from a couple years ago where I actually got to go inside of an old school that they were remodeling and turning into a old hotel. I should still have the footage. I'll have to make that video because it's. I think that he now has redone the whole thing, and I think it's open for you to stay in. Which, yeah, just looking at this would be pretty cool to go inside. But again, if there's any connections out there, if you any of you guys from Spirit Lake, let me know, man. I'd like to look at the inside of that if it were at all possible. You guys remember that? Used to be, any of you who've watched some of the older videos, you see me pan to this shot of the decal I put on here. That's how you pick me out, unless it's of course it's not that hard either because I'm driving an orange truck. Okay, I'm gonna put the seatbelt on. Okay, completed. I think we'll turn around here and go back out through the back of the back alley here. Here's the library. Yeah, like I was saying, some guy actually did this. repurpose a building just kind of like this. It's out, and if you go south on Highway 27 outside of Spokane, it's one of the first towns outside of Spokane. I think it's after Fairfield, the next little town. I can't. I just remembered the name. It's Latah. So in Latah, there's a guy that owns the old school there. It still says that it's a school, but he repurposed it to be a bed and breakfast, which was pretty neat. And by happenstance, I happened to be filming out there, and the guy asked me if I wanted to come inside and do a tour, and I was like, heck yes. Check that out, guys. It's an old... That's pretty cool. And then this right here. Look at that. Look at that building. Another church. I tell you, these churches are really, really cool. Oh, it must be somebody's house. That's super cool. Okay. Well, I got distracted here. Yeah, totally. Oh, there's the museum. Right there. In the old church. That's cool. There's a pretty old building. That reminds me of a railroad, like a railroad building. I wonder if that's the old... I'm sure there was a railroad through here at one point in time. Okay. We're gonna get back on track here after I got distracted by cool buildings. We're gonna go show you the park. This is what I do when I'm not on camera. Is I do this kind of stuff too. So you guys are kind of like, this is what we would do if you were like riding along with me. Man, I can't believe we're almost we're pretty much halfway through August already. This is just insane, is how fast this year has gone by. And we're already down to back to 7 o'clock sunsets now. I'm not looking forward to winter creeping up on me like this. But fall should be nice. Yeah, we'll go down another street here. I was trying to get sunflowers to grow like that in my yard, but I was unsuccessful. Okay, here's the oh yeah, I'm sure you guys over there in Virginia got it's more moist over there, I would say, like humid, I guess, if that's the word I'm looking for. This is the park here. Really neat little park. Lots of shade. Hey, they got a little lunch shack. The lunch shack. And yeah, Kelly, I know I need to scout out some locations for fall, man. I just turn this AC off. Honestly, it's not that bad anyway. All right. So we're back downtown now. Yeah, I'm already seeing like certain trees are starting to turn already, which seems like it's kind of early. I'm like, what the heck? So, Kelly, I know you probably missed this part. This is downtown. This is downtown Spirit Lake right here. Lots of cool old buildings here. Really cute little town. So, and then this way it goes down to the river there, which we might just do. Yeah, let's go to see, not the river, but the lake, Spirit Lake. Yes, we're going to the lake now. Hopefully we still have connection here. We're going into a little bit of a hole, so let me know if it starts to do the hiccupy stuff. Hey. All right, here it is. I don't know if there's any. Oh, we can park right there. Oh, maybe a better place to park would be on the actual side where all the parking is over there, instead of boat parking. But there's the boat launch right there. We'll go and park over here on the opposite side, and we can always walk back across here and look at the boat launch too. Try not to get run over. All right. Let's go check out Spirit Lake. Pretty neat little area here. This is kind of a, I would probably say that this is more like a suburban lake, because it is pretty close to town. But to like come out here, there's been a few sunsets this year. Oh my gosh. Like if you could get anywhere near something with a view, it's spectacular. This is pretty good there. Got some wispy clouds up there. And it looks kind of like a smoke mixture. We've actually got clouds here because there was a little bit of a rainstorm today. Been seeing little drops of rain every now and again. We'll walk over to the boat dock over there and check out the other side. Up by where I live at, up north of Spokane, there's quite a few lakes up there. So this is pretty close to what I'm used to dealing with where I live at. Except that we don't have any kind of park or anything up there right up next to the lake. So these guys kind of got a bonus. All right. Look both ways before you cross. I think we're good. A nice little mural. Spirit Lake, Idaho. Hashtag paddle Spirit Lake. I'm wondering if she was probably the one that made this mural. Go and give her a like and tell her, hey, 509 Adventures took a picture of your mural. Looks like lots of houses over here up next to the lake. Pretty beautiful lake. And it seems to be fairly popular. Pretty cool stuff. I tried to follow this road once, this one here, and it went up to the side of a mountain, and then I ended up I was like, I don't know where this goes, so I turned around and came back. You guys know how I am. I end up getting stuck places. Pretty cool place, I tell you. So I'm gonna walk back to the truck here, and then we'll go explore some more. We'll go drive down the main drag, and I'll show you exactly what is here, because there is a grocery store here too. So it's not like these people have to drive too terribly far to get food. But I guess if you wanted to get some variety, you'd have to go probably like 40 minutes to Coeur d'Alene or Post Falls. Okay, I'm gonna set you guys down again here.
This vehicle is equipped with OnStar's high-speed 4G
Trying to
connection.
put my seatbelt on with one arm doesn't work
Press the
very
blue
well.
OnStar button to learn more.
Okay, I'm going to turn around, and then I'll pick you guys back up here. Well, I guess I don't have to turn around. I can just go out this way. Okay. Yo! Seen some new people on here. How's it going? Okay. There's a joke. I'm not. I would know. Okay, so again, here's downtown Spirit Lake for anybody who's just joining. I'll show you guys what all is down this way now. Yeah, pretty cool. So they have a Harvest Foods here. That is their grocery store here. So basically kind of like Super One. So they have some sort of grocery store here so that they don't have to go all the way 50 miles to the next town. Hey, look, there's a little burger guy. So this is going out south from town here. So then we'll flip back around and I'll get you the approaches if you were coming in from Rathdrum or Post Falls up this way. They just built this Jiffy Stop like not too long ago. You're welcome. Thanks for watching. Alright, I'm gonna let these motorcycle guys go by. No, I'm driving with one hand, and I'm paying attention to the road. Plus, we're not going, it's not like I'm going super duper fast either. Okay, so this is coming in like you're coming from the south going north. And if you went through this town and went straight up north, you would end up in Newport, Idaho, which is pretty cool too. We did a live stream of that like way a long time ago. It was like a couple hours. But if you dig in the archives, you can check that one out. It's a pretty long one. Yeah, pretty cool place, guys. Pretty cool. And there's our lovely Family Dollar store at the end of town over here. Meow. Family Dollar, where everything's more than $1. All right. Well, guys, that's going to do it for our live stream tonight. Hope you all enjoyed the look at Spirit Lake, Idaho. And if you guys did, you already know. Smash that like button. Share us with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe right here to 509 Adventures, because that's where it's at, my friends. We're almost there. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. And I appreciate you all very, very, very much. And thanks for hanging out with me tonight, exploring the town with me, and doing all sorts of extracurriculars and all the fun stuff, you know. As usual, my friends, adventure on, and I'll see you somewhere out here in the next one. Take care, people. Have a good night. Have a good weekend, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.